Today, we are going to try and answer the question, is running a marathon good or bad for you? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Susie and this is I Run Things. Today we are trying to answer the question, is running a marathon good or bad for you? If you have been following me for a while, you know that I love my marathons. I love running and I love the marathon distance the most. So you might think I am just a little bit biased. However, if you landed on this video because you're thinking about maybe doing something for your health and are wondering what's all about these people training for these crazy marathons that can be good for you, we're gonna talk about that, about what science says about training for a marathon. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not new, if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I would love for you to give this video a huge thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, to consider subscribing to watch more videos like this one. So now let's talk about marathons. 26.2 miles of hurt, sweat, tears, and maybe blood. No, not blood. Oh, baby. So obviously marathons are a massive challenge. Even well-trained runners suffer when running a marathon because obviously it's a very, very long distance. Even well-trained runners get so fatigued that they almost cross that line in which they hurt themselves. And we all know stories about people who injure themselves, got a stress fracture, or got dehydrated to the extreme of having to be on fluids and taken to the medical tent. So yes, I'm here to tell you that running a marathon requires a certain amount of training. You're gonna have to have a certain amount of fitness, and you're gonna have to have a certain amount of conditioning. Obviously, you have to train yourself slowly till you reach the amount of endurance that you're gonna need to run 26.2, and do so safely. If you build to that distance too quickly, you risk injuring yourself. So who are the people who are most at risk of injury? Typically people who are overweight because of the amount of stress they're putting on their joints. People who've had a prior injury, they might re-injure themselves, and people who are generally very sedentary and all of a sudden start picking up the miles. However, even though running a marathon is a huge undertaking, you can run one safely, and if you train properly, you will reap the rewards because it has excellent benefits. Okay, some of the reasons why you should run a marathon: you're gonna get stronger bones, and your cardiovascular system will get healthier. And we'll talk a little bit more about what research actually proves. Okay, so there are obviously certain risks of running a marathon, such as getting dehydrated because you're not intaking enough electrolytes and fluids during your marathon, or hitting the dreaded wall, which is when you deplete your glycogen stores in your muscles too quickly, faster than you're able to replenish them, fueling during the marathon. And now let's talk benefits. Now is when we're gonna geek out a little bit here. A study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found impressive results, you guys. They tracked the training of a group of 138 new runners, rookie runners who have never run before, within the ages of 21 years old and 69 years old. So all throughout their life spectrum. They found that after the 6-month period of training leading to the marathon, they had all been able, with no exception, to reverse the aging process. And can that be quantified? Like, how many years did they reverse this process? Well, they found that as well. So the way they did this is each of the 138 runners went through a scan prior to starting the training and at the end of the training after running their marathon. Analyzing the images of the scan before and the scan after the marathon, they were able to identify and document substantial reductions in artery stiffness. We all know that when you're getting older, your arteries get more stiff, actually stiffer, and the reduction in that stiffness of their arteries was correlated with 4 years of reduction in their vascular age. 4 years. That's a lot, you guys. And surprise, surprise, older runners that were slower actually benefited the most. So obviously, the health benefits have a lot to do with the amount of training that you have to do to run a marathon successfully. And these health benefits had to do with the training itself, not with the actual fact of running a marathon. Just as a final reminder, always remember that you should aim for 150 minutes a week of moderate activity, aerobic activity, to get health benefits from any sports activity, such as running. So what did you think at the beginning of this video? Did you think the answer was going to be no, or did you think the answer was going to be yes? If you're a new runner, I would highly encourage you to subscribe to this channel. And to everybody else, please give this video a huge thumbs up, share with your friends, and I'll see you here in my next video. Run fearless, you guys.